Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, but first, let's take a look at weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hard-working crew. Take care of everyday comfort needs, high 89, low 70. Our water temperature brought to us by Maranta Coffee Company, Miss Ariel Payne's company. She's coming on next week, by the way. It's right at 85 degrees. It's starting to get cool when you hit below 85. Okay, river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Apalachicola Bluntstown 3.4. Still got a little bit of a drop to it. And the Choctaw Careville 2.2. And dropping out a little bit too. So pretty steady on both rivers if you're getting ready for the weekend. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. It's starting to get better today. A low tide at 8:09 this morning, and a high tide is about 11:58 tonight. Marine forecast be northeast at 10 to 15. As I mentioned yesterday, when you're getting double digits, it really starts cooling things down. And y'all mentioned about I sort of stopped up and everything on our scalloping trip last week. That Tuesday of that week, we had a really strong northeast wind, which is coming across St. Joe Bay. That covers the whole bay, so we're down at the bottom of it. And the water was cool, and all of us got out of water, and we just all got cold. And I started getting a sore throat from it, and it's really that's why I got them all stopped up and everything. I'm feeling better now, but it's amazing how a few degrees with the wind blowing really makes a difference and the water temperature has been blowing. It cools down the water. So it's interesting to all these outdoor facts, and they come to life. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Come see our new collection of lift chairs here at the Sleep Center. We have everything from basic chairs to fancy chairs with heat, massage, stay clean fabric, even extra large comfort chairs that lift up to 500 pounds.
Sleep Center, where it's bedtime all day long.
Northwest Florida is a great place to live.
The attorneys at Manuel & Thompson are part of this community and have been for over 35 years.
We live, work, and play here. We worship here, we pay taxes here, and raise our families here.
When someone in our community gets injured, they deserve to have their claim handled by someone who cares.
Someone who specializes in serious injury cases and has a solid reputation.
Manuel & Thompson, helping injured people. That's what we do.
Rough and Tough Dog Food from Harold Millen Company. In business over 75 years, they offer top quality and nutritionally balanced food for all your animals. Your chickens will love HMC feed, as well as your cattle and pigs. Time proven, rough and tough for your dog. Want them healthy? Rough and tough. Want them happy? Rough and tough. Only the best from Harold Millen Company.
Hi, I'm Wendy Chester Woodrick, and I would love to help you finally understand Medicare. Medicare can be confusing and it can feel overwhelming. I'm an independent agent and I'm contracted with several different carriers. So my goal is to make sure that you understand your options and help you decide what is best for you. So whether you're considering a supplement plan with Original Medicare or a Medicare Advantage plan, please give me a call or send me an email. I would love to help you.
The new Temper-Active Breeze delivers a warming bed for you and cooling comfort for your partner. So say goodbye to thermostat fights and hello to better sleep with personalized climate control. Only available at the Sleep Center.
Okay, welcome back. I got my new issue of Woods and Water, and in September each year they do the top 10 books that were taken the previous season, and they spend some good quality time talking, interviewing all 10 of those people as far as how they got the book and all. And so I do a few at a time as we get through the month of September to get you all excited about hunting season coming up. We're sort of going from the water to the woods now, and I always love the name of this magazine, Woods and Water. So the funny thing on this one, the buck on the front cover, that's the number 2 buck taken. I don't know why they didn't put the first place buck in here, but I'll have to find out. But the biggest buck taken last year is right here. You can see the picture. Taken where? How about Calhoun County? The biggest buck of the year was a huge, just a huge buck. You saw the picture. But the story, just briefly, I'm gonna sort of put in cliff notes for you, but the guy was interesting. He had not been from around that area, but he lived in the Panhandle, but he was online, get this now, online looking for some hunting property to lease. And that's how I found this. Is that not amazing? So he hooked up with the people who had a property, got a lease agreement signed, but he couldn't get in until July the 1st of last year because that was the lease agreement. And he got in there and started looking around, and he was just, September 16th when he took the buck, and he just talked about, he was so excited. He's hunting with a crossbow, okay, a crossbow, and he put the cameras up, but he didn't know the property that well, but had a camera set up and got everything set up, and he saw the deer, he couldn't believe it, and he started hunting. Then his job sort of kept him from hunting, then took some time off, hunted every day, and patterned the deer, and basically when he shot it, it's funny because the end of the story right here, there's another picture about it right here, but he talked about he was when he shot it right close to dark, and he said one shot, he waited for him to get 50 yards or 40 yards or 30 yards, and he just didn't know whether to go track or not. He called all his buddies. That's the thing about being in a tree stand now. You can text him and what should I do? He was all excited. Everybody agreed, let's wait 3 hours. Wait 3 hours and then we'll all go looking for him. And that's, he climbed down and he just waited, and they came to him, and they found him 3 hours later. So that was the story, and that was a huge buck. Well, what a neat story, you don't necessarily have to hunt the same piece of property your whole life, or you can just get them, buy a piece of property or lease a piece of property, and bingo, you get the biggest buck taken in Florida. All right, let's move on to a couple of pictures real quick. I always love showing Steve Taylor, pastor of Emerald Coast Fellowship. I always got a big smile, and I want to say he's always got a big fish, but I always got a fish. And he said, end of the summer, Sunday evening, I'm not even going to try to make this bass look big. It's a beautiful evening. He has this love and appreciation of the outdoors and every fish he catches. Good job, Steve Taylor. Okay. This Stan Kirkland, another one of his grandson, Lane. Lane caught this big bass today in the rain. No scale, but listen, that's about a 7 or 8 pounder. Look at that big old grin. And Stan has been good about taking him fishing and getting him, now of course his parents have too, getting him really excited about his outdoor activities. All right. So throwback. This is Roland Martin. He said the way we used to do it before we got smart and realized letting them go to grow up would make bass a better deal. But that's, in the early days, that's what they were doing, catching them and just giving them their neighbors and friends to fry up. But then they said, wait a minute, they're not going to be there next week. So that's when they started doing that. All right. Carla Taylor, with Sarah Gaynor Taylor. Dad and John Taylor sent me this picture today at the farm. No more corn picking for me. They're in the corn patches too. They're really moving around this time of year. All right. This is good. I brought this up before, but I challenge all my fellow anglers to take a trash bag fishing with you today. Let's get back to nature by keeping our fishing area clean. And a lot of us are good about just picking up trash if we can reach it. Sometimes it sort of gets back in the bushes and we can't get to it. All right. Real quick, Kelly Petty up here in Hoxford on a survival weekend trip. Only eat while you catch and kill, but Mama had to get a backup options. You have the idea, we're only going to eat the food we catch and all, but you better have a backup. Good, that's good. Good job, Kelly. That's a good backup plan right there. Those boys are hungry. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Let's take back this yard!
Hold on, soldiers. There's an easier way to deal with mosquitoes and ticks. Wayne's Pest Control offers modern solutions that are safe and effective, so you don't have to battle them alone. It's best to just call Wayne's Pest Control.
Real-time Fisher Seafood Restaurant and Market on Highway 22. Fresh, delicious seafood cooked daily. Shrimp boil, oyster bar, steam bar, and now featuring fresh barbecue smoked on-site chicken, pulled pork, and we'll cater large groups. Check out the seafood market with a great selection of some of the freshest seafood around. Friendly service, great food at a reasonable price. Real-time Fisher's Seafood Restaurant and Market.
Hello, my name is Daniel Cole, and I own Cole & Associates Marine Surveyors, where we specialize in doing in-depth surveys on marine vessels of all types, be it metal, fiberglass, power, or sail. I am a professional marine surveyor, both qualified by NAMS and SAMS, and an associate member of IAME. Remember, for all your marine survey needs, call Cole & Associates Marine Surveyors, 850-774-1899.
BJ's Marine Service. With over 44 years in business, they're dedicated to offer you the very best in marine service. BJ's Marine will repair any marine motor. Dependable and experienced. They won't be satisfied until you're satisfied. Local business that is family owned with a tradition of excellent service. Trust your motor to the best. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road.
Let's take back this yard!
Hold on, soldiers. There's an easier way to deal with mosquitoes and ticks. Wayne's Pest Control offers modern solutions that are safe and effective, so you don't have to battle them alone. It's best to just call Wayne's Pest Control.
Okay, welcome back. Let's take a quick look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. 143 to 343 this morning and 209 to 409 this afternoon. But in this segment right here, real quick, we want to show a video of the best of in our 20 years, try to pick out different ones throughout this course of this year. And we're looking at how about relocating a raccoon. And it's really fun. I got a lot of comments on it a little while back, but all kinds of different things you can do in the outdoors. And that's just one of the fun things we get to do. So Jeff, let's roll this video. All right, here we are again, folks. The Chester Rapid Raccoon Removal. Or I'm going to start a business like that. We've caught another raccoon, and we're going to. I got to give here it is. I got to give Gail credit for helping on this one. We've had now this is, look at him. This is a young one. He's not as aggressive. I don't think he's not as aggressive as the other one. But let me tell you, he don't realize that we're taking him to a better place. He's going to raccoon heaven up there on our 40 acres. Up there around Alpha, he's going to be around pond and everything, but it's a little traumatic for him now. But notice he did just like the other one, how he tried to dig out all around and made a little, I'm going to fill it in. So I'm going to, now what happened, Gail, her brilliant idea, he came in, he'd been coming the last couple of days, he's been reaching his hand in there and getting the food. So Gail put this up right here, okay? She put this up so he couldn't reach his hand in there. He had to go around last night and come in here. Oh, very smart, Gail. All right, so I'm gonna have to remove all of this, and I'm gonna try to put this blanket. Let's see how he acts now. Okay. He's all right. He's not crazy like the other one. He looks younger. He's healthier. Yeah. He's not as okay. It's gonna be okay. All right. Ah! He's growling again. Well, they just scared me when they growled like that. All right, look. All right, here we go. You're going to be okay. You're going to be better off going with me. All right, here we go. Ah! He's like he was trying to reach in there and get me. Y'all see his hand? I don't know if I'm going to do this for business or not. I can't cover it up, and I'm trying to protect my hand. I probably should have some gloves. Here, let's go over here like that. Yeah. No, get your nose back in there. Now, I think that's, if I lean about this way. Be still now. No, go back in the other way. Get back. Get back in there. We gotta make this so long. He's not, I'm gonna try to, I need to fix this so, we gotta fix this so it won't come off. All right. Yeah, he's a young one. He's gonna be okay, buddy. You're going up there, you're gonna have a pond. You're gonna have your own private woods. You'll be there with some of your cousins. Gail just took the camera. Ah! He ain't. He's attacking the microphone. It's gonna be okay. Let me cover him back up, but I gotta. I'm gonna give him this. Look, I got a banana. I'm gonna give him this banana. Maybe he'll be happy on the trip up there. I like to eat when I go. I like to eat when I go on a trip too. Now, I'm gonna give it to him. Calm down. Ah! I'm giving you a banana. Well, I don't think he appreciates it. Now, see, that'd be my finger. Look. Now eat that. Eat that. Here. Eat it. No, don't attack it. I think the best way to do it is drop a little piece in here. Oops. Eat the banana. No, you're gonna be traveling now. When I travel, I like to eat when I travel. Banana went up in the air. I don't know about this. Now eat that stuff. I know the key to it. Just okay, look, just throw it in there. You learn as you go. You learn to dance as you go. All right. All right. You just reach in there and get it. Calm down. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cover you up. You sit back, relax, enjoy your trip. Eat that banana. Look at him. Look at him. It's gonna be. I gotta keep this. I gotta get a bungee cord. Come on. All right. I got a bungee cord strapped. Gail, you do that. You do the bungee cord. All right. I just want to strap the. I'm going to strap the towel on here. All right. All right, Panhandle Outdoors on the road again. Okay, I just arrived at my gate. Literally took one step, and look what the first thing I see. I'm up here. Look at there. There's a snake right there. I was teasing Gail about we better watch out for snakes, and I don't know where he went. I got a stick. There you go. All right, so that's snake number one. We up here. We're gonna get ready to let the raccoon out and plant some catawba trees. Okay, we made it up here, and first thing I'm gonna do is put on my snake bite proof boots, take out the flip flops, and we got an area here. I got a little pond down there, but it's he's pretty quiet right now. And don't come in the woods in the middle of summer without your boots and all. All right. Rapid Raccoon Removal Company at work. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. He pulled through. That's why it didn't blow out. He pulled it through. I don't know if All right. He's young, isn't he? You got a happy playground. You don't realize it. All right, I'm gonna take him down here. I don't want him to growl at me. All right, I'm gonna put on this glove in case he reaches through. He's got little hands. The other one had big hands. Be quiet. Shh. I don't know why I'm jumpy. I'm trying to let you out. I can't, my glove won't. I gotta. All right, now. All right, here we go. Woo, there he goes. Another successful raccoon release. Hey, and don't call me to come help you on the raccoons. You see, this is a how-to video on how to do it, and and I can't do it. All right, all cleaned out. All right.
Empire Real Estate of Florida, making your real estate dreams a reality throughout the Panhandle and more. If you're considering buying or selling real estate, please call 850-247-8868. Kramer Marine and Outdoor is your trusted source for all your outboard boat and motor needs. We carry Skeeter Bay boats, all-wheeled aluminum boats, and have the largest selection of outboard motors, parts, and accessories in the area. And our master-certified, factory-trained technicians are ready to take care of you. So shop us online at KramerMarineandOutdoor.com or visit us at the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd next to Bill Kramer GM. We're here to keep you out on the water.
Are you looking for some fine, fresh seafood? Then head over to Gene's Oyster Bar. This legendary icon has been around since 1930 and has served the finest and freshest seafood straight from the Bay and the Gulf. Folks come from all over the Panhandle and South Alabama to relish in this unique experience. So come on, pull up a stool and enjoy the finest oysters on the Gulf Coast. Gene's Oyster Bar on Sherman Avenue in historic Millville. Open 11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. A lot of things to do in the Florida Panhandle outdoors, and that's one of them. You remember yesterday I was talking about the story of the gold brick and Mr. Cornegie digging a fence post and found it. And I talked about the old Spanish Trail. We always were fascinated with it because it became the old federal road, and then became US 90, and then basically became Interstate 10, but not the exact location, but the path was the same. So last night I pulled this up to show you actually on the far right. It starts way over here in Jacksonville. St. Augustine then went up and it comes across. See those right there? Goes all the way out there to New Mexico. Actually, we ended up in California with the missionaries. But here's the area here in Florida. You can see basically that's Highway 90 and Chattanooga and Quincy. So right there in the middle is where it was. So that's the story of it, and that's why I always, when I first heard the story about the gold brick, I just always believed it was it had fallen off one of those trips they were making. Remember, that's how Tallahassee became the capital, halfway between Pensacola and St. Augustine, and that's why it became the capital. And Quincy, I figured they were getting ready to take some gold bars to Tallahassee. But anyway, let's move on with different things now. I remember last month I talked about they were going to use rabbits, to to catch the pythons. I saw another article on it recently, just the other day. All right, this is actually, they're going to put them, here's how they're going to do it. They're going to put them like in a cage somehow, and that's how we're going to get more detail, but it's going to be a robot. It's going to be moving like that, so the python can't really get to it. And it looks solar powered. See the solar panel? Solar powered. Okay, Wendy she had one class of outdoor ed. Have you tried a square knot lately? She's teaching the basic class I taught to the 7th graders at Port St. Joe, the school there, and look at those kids. I promise you, look at the little smile on their face. They love doing this. Look, Mom, what I learned at school today. It may not help me get a job, but I can promise you, help me enjoy the great outdoors and be a happier person. And there's another group right there. Good job, Wendy. I'm proud of you. Okay, jump on the Shockahatchee. J.B. Hillard, we get a weekly report from him. Not a lot today. Had to keep moving around here and there until we stumbled upon a baker's dozen. But a lot better than it did last week. Anna Robbins from Port St. Joe, one of the former students, is a sweet girl, and her husband's a music minister at First United Methodist there. She really has an appreciation of outdoors, which we want everyone to have. And feeling so blessed for the little things. And we're starting to see some really cool butterfly pictures coming in. Good job, Anna. Okay. This is just an old picture of how the actual longleaf pine forest used to look before they were clear cut. And I remember them talking about Bay County pioneers have noted to say it was possible to ride a horse at full gallop right through the forest. And I remember my dad talking about that. You could ride the horse all the way through, and you see the size of them and all. And you can picture they were just natural there. They clear cut them and then started planting them in rows. But they were huge trees, and that's how Florida Panhandle used to look. Okay, let's see. Really quick, got a red snapper. We're planning a snapper trip this weekend. So here's the fall schedule, all the way through it. And you see, we talked about it before, every weekend through Christmas weekend. It's amazing, open. And again, the Season of Hope tournament coming up. I mention it every day. I want everybody to know about it. And all right, that's good. We're going to run out of time. We've got all kind of other cool things coming up. We've got Chris Bowley from FWC will be coming in tomorrow, and all kind of things going on about scallop season and all kind of interesting stuff. So be sure and tune in tomorrow. You have a great day today. Do something good for someone else. Enjoy the outdoors, and let's take care of it. And God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.